Who says comfort food can be both quick, healthy, and still delicious? On this segment of In the Kitchen with Krystal, we are making a spicy chicken and potato hash. I am Krystal Taylor, the owner and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game. So come on in with me. As we always do, we start with a little water first. Mm-mm-mm. And we're going to get into it quickly. So because we're doing potatoes, we're going to get started with those first. We're going to you can use whichever potato you like. I like a good red potato. You can use Yukon Gold if you like. You can use the Idaho Russet if you want to. But for me, I love the texture of a good red potato. So we're going to get those started first. All right. So to make it easier for in the kitchen, what I like to do is to give you a quick, easy tips so that actually let me put this back on the stove. We're gonna get this warmed up. Quick, easy tips so that you don't feel like you're in the kitchen for a long time, no pun intended. So what we're going to do with these potatoes, we are going to chop these very small, like dice them, but make them small. The smaller your cut, the quicker they are to cook. All right. So I have my pan warming up. We're going to use a little EVOO, some extra virgin olive oil, or if you like, you can use butter if you want to. But what we like to do here in the kitchen is to give healthier swaps, right? So the butter, sure, is natural, but sometimes people go all overboard, and that's more of a saturated fat. So to reduce our saturated fat, we are going to use the extra virgin olive oil. Oh, coconut oil could be good too. Avocado oil, whichever oil you like, but just try to make a healthier decision with it. So you see I'm making these nice and small, and we are going to throw these in the pan and to make it eat better. See how small these pieces are? So you see how small I'm talking. Nice and tiny, because the tinier they are, the quicker they're cooked. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in my pan. And now what we're also going to do, what the people miss out on when it comes to cooking potatoes. Look, if I'm going to cook a potato on the stove or any type of way, I am always going to cook my onion into it, right? Something else I encourage you all to do frequently here in the kitchen is to cook your flavors all together, because too often we try to season after we cooked it, whereas if you cook it with it, it marinates on into it. All right. Now to add a little extra flavor, because look, we're gonna make this dish very flavorful. We're gonna also add some bell peppers. And you see, I already had some chopped up. What I do is whenever I buy my bell peppers, I immediately chop them and I put them in a bag and I freeze them, just because even though bell peppers are something that we use frequently, sometimes they can quickly go bad. So what I do is I just go ahead and keep them chopped in the freezer, so that when it's time to cook them, the majority of the work is already done. You just have to do a little bit. And what I do is I range them off in a little bit of water just to make them easy to chop. Because if you try to chop them as they are completely frozen, they are going to bounce all over your doggone kitchen. And we don't have time to be chasing no doggone food. So I just range them a little bit, getting them to go from completely frozen to just a little soft to easier to chop up. All right. So you see we have our potatoes, we have our onions, and we have our bell peppers. So all of those, ooh, you hear that sizzle? So all of them in that skillet. And then we're going to season these immediately so that all these flavors can get on up in here. Since we are making it a little spicy, we're going to use a little paprika. Yes, we are. Just a little bit. I said a little bit, and I went ham. We're also going to use a little chili powder, because what we're doing is we're making this like a good comfort food. A lot of seasoning everywhere. We're going to use a little cumin with it. Y'all see where I'm going with this? So you see this hash is going to have like a slight southwest kick to it. And because we're making it spicy, and I feel the spicy the better, I'm going to add us some crushed red pepper. If you want to, you can also add you a little cayenne if you want to. And something I like to add, ooh, I didn't pull it out, but now I'm thinking about it. I like to add a little Tony's Saturates to it, right? Or you can add a little salt if you want to, but I think totally saturates because it's a little Cajun and it has a little salt to it, a little bit up in it. So now I'm gonna just mix these on up, get these flavors going. Yeah. And because we chop these small, they're gonna cook faster. But what else I like to do to get them to cook a little bit faster, it smells so doggone good. We're gonna put a top on it so that the heat can start cooking these potatoes even faster. Because what I really don't have time for is some doggone uncooked and undercooked potatoes. All right, so those are seasoned, mixed up. Throw that top on there. That's not the top for it. Let me grab the right top for it. There we go. There we go. Put that on there. Let those go ahead and start cooking down. Hey, oh my gosh. Oh, I see we got trolls up in here. Hey, trolls. I'm here for it. All right. So the potatoes are cooking. This, I said, it's a spicy chicken and potato hash. Now, this is the thing. For your chicken, you can do a couple of things. You can use a ground chicken if you like. You can get a rotisserie chicken. Or you can do like me and just use some old good leftover chicken, right? Cheers. Because remember, it is really about trying to find ways. Oh, wait a minute. How we gonna have us some potatoes without garlic? Let's add a little minced garlic up in here. I was tripping, and y'all didn't even say nothing. Well, I don't think I do that much. It's not that many potatoes. Y'all gonna let me get up in here with no doggone garlic? How dare you? How dare you? Somebody should have been in the chat like, well, Krystal, what about some garlic? And I'd have been like, you right, girl. You right, sir. Thank you. But no, y'all gonna leave me out here with no doggone garlic. Oh. I want to see how good this is looking so far. Look at all that flavor. Look at all that seasoning. Ooh. All right. Let me get this back on. Let me stop playing. All right. So since we are doing the chicken, I just used a little, I'm going to use a little leftover chicken. I actually made this chicken in advance because I didn't really want to buy an entire rotisserie chicken or make one. So what I did was look at all that seasoning and flavor. And I made me some, I guess I'm gonna call these honey herb chicken, right? Well, let's see how much chicken I want to use. So I'm just gonna dice this up a little bit. And then what I did was for this, these were just some chicken thighs. I seasoned them up really, really good. And then I add just a little bit of honey on top and bake it all in. The honey is also one of my tricks. Oh, y'all want a trick? I love getting a little tip. So even though you don't really need it for thighs, because let me taste it. Wait a minute. Let me add some more chicken. So I definitely do it whenever I bake chicken breast. Putting the honey on top of the chicken breast can make it a little bit juicier. Like I said, thighs are typically juicy anyway, but why not have some juicier thighs? You know what's better than juicy thighs? Juicier thighs. Yep. So I got my chicken. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw this in here and let it all cook. And plus, since it's been refrigerated, it'll help the chicken to warm up and to cook into it, add extra flavor to the potatoes and to the chicken. Because the chicken is not spicy, our potatoes are spicy, but why not put them all together? This is gonna be so nice and quick. Y'all need those potatoes. Woo! And the onion. If you just came in, we are making a spicy chicken and potato hash. We got potatoes, onions, bell peppers, with some garlic, some cumin, what else we got over here? Some chili powder, some paprika, and then I'm adding my pre-cooked honey herb. There we go. Honey herb chicken. Ooh, this is looking and smelling so good already. All right, so I'm adding the chicken because it was refrigerated. I'm adding it to the potatoes so that all the flavors can start marinating, loving on each other, right? And I'm gonna just spread this out, put the top back on here, and while it's doing that, let this cook on down, because again, what we don't want is undercooked potatoes. I'm going to put the top on there, let that cook, and then we're going to get our toppings together. Now, you can do whatever you like with this. This is a hash, right? So hash means you're basically just putting stuff together. So, because I already have the flavorings for sort of like a Southwest hash, I'm going to add me some avocado. I think I have some cilantro. I need to check to see. But I'm thinking about it now. And that would be good. Definitely going to put some green onion on there. So we're going to go ahead and prep those toppings while that is cooking down, doing what it's supposed to do, loving on each other, so that once it's done, we can easily just start putting this together and having us a good old meal. Dry this off. And you say, hey, this is on replay, type replay in the chat. All right. Now, this is going to be good. Good and good. You know what's better than good? Good and quick. Good and easy. Good and flavorful. All right. So I have me avocado. I have me some green onion. I'm go ahead and start chopping these up. So I love me some green onion. It's like green onion on top of to finish off a dish, babe. It's just like a blessing. Just like they say the cherry on top, but I'm gonna say the onion on top. And I feel like that sounds a little too loud. What I don't want is my potatoes to burn either. Now sometimes I'll chop my onions with my kitchen shears, but I'm like, why not? I already got the cutting board out. May as well just go ahead and chop them. All right. And then we're going to chop our avocado. And I'm going to check to see what my cilantro looking like. Now, I know I got some in there. It's a matter of how it looks. And if it's going to be wilted and make me mad. I chopped up my green onion. Let's check to see about the cilantro and see how it looks. Yeah. Oh no. It needs to be released to its glory. I'm not even gonna shut. Ooh, that looks bad. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And get our avocado together. And I was thinking I would have brought out my fancy avocado tool that I have that slices it and dices it perfectly. Well, not dices, but slice it. Can it get any better? Can it get any prettier? I don't think it can. Go ahead and slice this up. Oh, I just thought about it. Since we are on the Southwest kick, why not keep going? And we're on the spicy kick too. Let us add some some sauce. Ooh. Oh, baby. When I tell you this smells and looks amazing already, let's toss this around. It's only been cooking for about what? 10 minutes? Because you don't need a lot. That's why we made those potatoes nice and small so that they will cook a little faster. But let's see how these potatoes are doing real quick. Just stand a couple more minutes. Not a lot. Oh, that cake. Let me get my sriracha out. Got a little salsa. Oh, you know what else we're gonna do? I don't know. Let me hold off. Let me think about it. But I'm tasting something else. We're gonna see in a minute. All right. So since this is a breakfast hash, the way we're gonna top this off, we're gonna top it off with an egg. Cheers. So while that is finishing up, because like I said, I do want this to cook down a little bit more, because I can't stand a bad potato. Let's go ahead and make our egg. That's gonna go right on top of this hash. Now you can decide how you want your egg, how you like your egg, whether you like it turning side up, if you like it fried, if you want it scrambled. I think I'm tasting a little. Ooh, I'm gonna do a little scramble. Just using a little bit of non-stick butter spray, and I'm gonna scramble this here egg. Got me one egg. Depending on how many you're making, right? That's how many eggs you're gonna use. But I'm gonna go ahead and scramble up an egg, and I'm gonna sprinkle just a little cheese. Oh, this is gonna be good. Good. And you still want to season up your egg a little bit, not a lot, because we got a lot of seasonings going on in this dish already. So I'm just add. For me, I am a pepper girl. Now you know what? Let me give you another tip. A lot of folks mess up their dishes, mess up their health goals because they will use way too many creamy sauces, sugary sauces, a lot of salt. But we're trying to make healthier decisions. So what I always recommend, as opposed to using a lot of salt, just use a lot of spices and herbs, right? And pepper is a great spice for that. So let me go ahead and get this egg up in here. Scramble this on up while those potatoes and the chicken cooking down. And then we're going to be ready to plate this thing and be ready to eat, y'all. Going to be ready to eat. Y'all, this egg is already doing what it wanted to do. Do I want to use something else? Nope. Just go ahead and use same old, why not save some dishes, right? Yeah, the seasoning from the potatoes and the chicken getting in the egg. Man, I'm so glad these egg prices are going back down. Am I the only one? Can't be. Scrambled up my egg. Already cooked for the most part. And then what I'm going to do, we don't want this egg to be overcooked. I'm going to turn this heat all the way down. So drop a little bit of cheese. That's the other thing people do. Y'all put way too much cheese on your stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with cheese. We like cheese. However, be mindful of how much you're using. So I'll just show you. This is how much I'm using. Just a little handful, not even a quarter of a cup. Just sprinkle this on here so the milk, get that heat from the pan. Oh, that's good. I can't remember last time I just ate some shredded cheese on the own, but that's pretty tasty. All right, put this back in here in the fridge real quick. Everything's sounding good, smelling good. Now, if you really want to kick it up, I just thought about it. Some shredded like pepper jack. Ooh, that would be amazing. But I think I just used a little Colby jack. That works just fine. This sounds like it's ready to go. We're gonna get us a plate. Let's get ready to plate. Ooh. Look, I don't know which one I like better, the sound or the smell, but I shall tell you, it's probably the smell, the taste of it. All right, so we're just gonna put a little bit of salt here. I should have got my red. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Oh, this would be a great like brunch dish. Just making sure I get enough chicken with it. All right. I'm just gonna slide my egg on top of here. Let's see how quick and easy that was. Nice and easy. Got my egg with my cheese. And yes, I do. Ooh, wee. Yup. And then, then we're going to get our avocado. Got sliced. Ooh, everything smells And if you want to, you can dice your avocado or whatever else. Let me know what you put on yours. If you're not an avocado fan, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna sprinkle some of these green onions, chives, whatever you want to call it, on here. Mm-hmm. Man, like I said, I'm gonna put a little bit, just a little bit of sriracha in here. No, got a little bit left anyway. Baby, look at that. Quick, easy, in 20 minutes. Let's get into it. Let's taste it. Let's taste it. So you always got to get all the flavors. Oh, wait a minute. Potatoes perfect. Oh, that's chicken. Okay. Let me get my potato first. Oh, the bell pepper. Let me see. We got bell pepper, onions. Okay. Potato, chicken, avocado. Oh, this is all the things. Egg with cheese. Got a little bit of the sriracha. And get a green onion. All of it. Same fork. Wait a minute. Oh, that chicken coming through. Oh, wait a minute. Got a little thick. And so, oh, this is good. Look, like this is one of those, and it is such a comfort meal. This really makes me want to sit on my couch and curl up with this doggone plate. But I'm not a big fan of sitting at the table all the time. And I like to hold it on my lap. But that kick, that flavor, the red pepper, the sriracha. Look, I usually say, if you try this, let me know. Yada, 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 tag me. I'm not going to give you an option. When you try this, and you should, tag me. Let me know how you made yours. Let me know what you put in yours. Because this right here, well, this is a whole winner. This is a whole winner. You see, I can't stop eating it. And I was raised better than this. But, baby, yep, this is it. So, quick, easy, spicy chicken and potato hash. Just potatoes, bell peppers, onions, garlics, your seasonings, the good spicy seasonings, paprika, cumin, chili powder, right? Cooked on some garlic. Cook it all up. You can use ground turkey if you like. I just used some leftover chicken I had, or you get a rotisserie. Put that in there. Make your egg, put it on top, whatever toppings you want. Add a little sauce, a little spice, and this is it. So, I hope you enjoy this segment of In the Kitchen with Chris, because I enjoy making it, and I'm really about to enjoy eating it. So, y'all have an amazing day. And if you have to go outside, please be safe, because I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you here. And I can't wait to see you next time. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.